Alright, y'all. Welcome back to another video on the Nortex Mining YouTube channel. Today we are branching out. We are introducing our next project, our newest project that we've been mining, and it is none other than DIMO. And in this video, we're going to talk about, cover the initial things similar to how we did for Helium. Is DIMO mining legit? Does it actually work? Is it easy? And is it safe? So, to give a little bit of background, we can kind of go through a few of their website pages. The one sentence version is you can get rewarded in DIMO tokens for providing your vehicle data to the DIMO network. I think is probably the easiest way to explain that in one sentence. But really, I mean, there's a lot here. Obviously, the network is going to be user owned, and there, I think, is going to be a lot of potential applications for this type of data, a lot of different use cases, a lot of different portions of the auto industry. You're talking like lending, auto shops, insurance. I mean, there's really a ton of interesting applications for this type of project. Um, so, I mean, the website is super sharp. The app is also great. But going through their about page, you can kind of see what their mission's about, right? They want to make vehicles and owning vehicles and driving better, right? And how are they going to do that? They're going to reward drivers for their vehicle data, and they're going to build applications using a huge network of mobility data, right? This is not locked to just one or two manufacturers. This is for every type of vehicle on the road. I think they're doing what they can to try and incorporate things like motorcycles. I should maybe probably rephrase that, right? This is for every vehicle that's got at least four wheels on it. Cars, trucks, things like that. I mean, the other, I think, obvious one is like a fleet of rental cars, or a fleet of vehicles for like a pool service, or delivery service, things like that, to where you really want more data on your vehicles. So anyways, I mean, just a ton of different applications for this type of thing. And again, it's going to be the rewards aspect, at least, is going to be powered by the blockchain, and be able to reward people for something that they're not really getting rewarded for right now, right? And their vehicle data is, especially if you have a newer vehicle, that data is going to your OEM manufacturer, but they're just not really doing a whole lot with it. So there's a bunch of cool articles, and the journey of the whole thing. Mainnet just launched. I've had my eye on the project for probably around a year now, but just the test net points were one thing, and then the hardware was just going to be a long wait, and so I held off until recently. um, Obviously, I'd probably recommend subscribing to their newsletter just to stay up to speed on what's going on. Their Discord is also fantastic. Also, just a bunch of helpful folks in there, um, and they're even hiring. So, I mean, just a lot of growth, a lot of potential here. Um, their founders are former auto industry veterans, so a lot of institutional knowledge about how OEMs work and do business, and I think the rest here is just kind of the advisors and who else they've kind of taken some knowledge from and advice from. But anyways, let's jump right in. So what is DIMO? It stands for Digital Infrastructure for Moving Objects, but what it really is a open, secure, neutral protocol that utilizes blockchain technology and cryptography. It's kind of the network that kind of ingests all the data from the users and their devices and allows apps and services to kind of access that data and have better transparency and basically make lives better for users and their vehicles. So yeah, I mean, I'd encourage, this is probably a web page to go through in its entirety. What is DIMO, the token? This is also another page that I'll have this linked in the description, but it is basically the token that is used as the reward for contributing to the network. It's required for transacting on the network, and it also gives you voting rights for holders. And obviously, they're trying to align the incentives of the participants to kind of stake and spend. So, like hardware manufacturers would be required to stake a certain amount of DIMO, as one example. And obviously, it kind of shows that you're part of the DIMO community, right? So this is another page I'll have linked, and then finally the master plan is also in here, but it's kind of similar to the same kind of Uber based flywheel or virtuous cycle, in that you're able to gain more users by providing incentives like rewards, and that's going to lead to more devices connected and more data, and that's going to lead to more applications and more people joining as far as developing on top of the platform, and that leads to more useful apps, and that's going to in turn lead to more users and more people joining to take advantage of these cool apps that get developed. So very similar to Helium, with the flywheel concept. It's just a virtuous cycle that ends up happening, and eventually, if mining DIMO is profitable enough, people will absolutely flock to it, because that's what people do. People want to make money, and people want to mine crypto. Those are a couple things that I've seen over the past couple years, and even in a bull market. I mean, people are looking to make money and looking to, especially on something that you're already doing, right? You're already driving at least once per week. So, anyways, that is kind of the recap of the 3 web pages that I'll have linked in the description. But to answer, does it actually work? I mean, that's definitely a yes. You can go in here and find out more information about rewards. You're going to need a Web3 wallet like Rainbow Wallet or Metamask. If you're already a Web3 user, you'll know exactly the process of getting a wallet, setting it up, and all that. And actually, DIMO launched recently an in-app wallet for people who are maybe not as Web3 savvy. So that's a new feature that you can look out for. It's very easy to start mining. Obviously, you would need to be able to set up a wallet or get the in-app wallet, and be able to pair your vehicle through the app. But it's pretty easy, I would say, especially if you have a subscription to your OEM's kind of app. Then it's like super easy. Then if not, then you have to take one more step and install the hardware, which is also pretty easy. But I mean, if you're a little tech savvy and you can follow some directions, then that's also pretty easy. And then the last one is mining DIMO safe? And to this point, yes. I mean, it hasn't really proved to be detrimental in any sort of way. If there are any sort of concerns or changes in the future, you can absolutely always just unplug the hardware. And the rest of the safety concerns, I think, are kind of around wallets and staying connected to different websites or swap sites or things like that. And you always want to practice um, the highest level of safety. And so definitely keep those 12 words safe and don't connect to any suspicious looking websites or anything like that. So just be aware and practice the same um, safety features or safety protocols, I guess, that you would for any other um, crypto venture. Um, so yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there. Um, Overall, it's been super exciting to jump into this project, and the auto sector is going to be something to where the data is just like like digital oil, right? I mean, it's just going to be super super valuable. And so I'm definitely looking forward to the prospects of this project. And you know I'm always looking for new projects and new things to start mining for something that makes sense, though, to me long term, and it's something that's going to be pretty easy as far as setting it and forgetting it. And the project and tokenomics and founders and team, everything kind of meets my um, checkpoints. So that'll be it for this video. Stay tuned for a couple more videos on DIMO. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep your costs low, keep your spirits high. I'll see you guys in the next one.